Hello, hello. This is Kim McIntyre, the neurodivergent, and today we're talking about bad feet because I saw an interesting post on Facebook today, and they were talking about, I have to wear shoes because I have bad feet. Well, what if it's not your feet that are bad? What if your feet are just tired because they're overworking? Because you sprained your ankle in 10th grade jumping off of a fence and it was never properly healed? What if your diet's out of balance? What if you're ungrounded all day long? We're going to talk about all of that starting right now. All right. Now, I chose not to actually put any pictures up of the thousands of pictures I saw of actual bad feet today because they're pretty bad, right? And if you Google it for yourself, you're going to see, oh, maybe I don't have bad feet. Maybe I just have dysfunctional feet. Maybe I have tired feet. Maybe there's something going on someplace else in my body that I'm not addressing. But if you've ever played golf, this might be what your feet look like in the summertime. So get some sun on those feet. Do yourself a favor. So here's our feet. We have 26 bones, 33 joints, 107 ligaments, and 19 muscles just in the feet themselves. All right. And now you notice those feet are connected to two more bones, your tibia and your fibula. And if those guys aren't functional, you're going to ask a bit more from those 26 other bones and so on down below. And then right above our fibula, we've got, well, what's that? Our knee and then our femur. There's a lot going on. And then look at all of the muscles in the lower leg itself. Tibialis anterior, peroneus longus, brevis, tertius, and we've got flexor hallucis, longus, flexor digitorum, and those are just the front of the lower leg, not to mention the big old gastrocnemius and the soleus in the back of the leg flexing all day long. And if those guys get tired because maybe your butt muscles aren't working correctly, your hamstrings aren't working correctly, so you're overworking the gastroc. Gastrocs are going to get nerves possibly inflamed or pinched. You can get trigger points in the gastrocnemius, which will refer pain down into your feet, and it's not a good time. And then look at all those nerves running down the back of the leg, running down the front of the shin, running underneath the foot. Any of those nerves, if they get impinged, overworked, underworked, and then all of a sudden one day you overwork them, you can have pain and dysfunction in all or one of the muscles in your feet. Sciatic nerve, that gets blamed for a lot of stuff, doesn't it? But maybe the problem didn't start in the sciatic nerve. Maybe the problem started in a dysfunctional hip rotators, causing the sacrum to come out of alignment, which in turn put pressure on the sciatic nerve. And now that inflammation is running all the way down, and now it's all the way down the bottoms of your feet. We need our quadriceps to be functional. We need tensor fascia lata to be functional. We need sartorius to be functional. Otherwise, look again, we can get nerve impingement. We can get overworking of other muscles. We can get compensations. So many possibilities as to what may and can occur to make you believe that you have bad feet. Old injuries to the pelvis causing rotations. Okay, doing one thing over and over again the same way. For instance, if you're a horseback rider, getting up on your horse with just one leg, not training yourself to be functional to get up on the horse on either side, or training your horse to be functional to get up on either side. Being stronger on one side, mountain bike riders have a tendency to have a stronger foot forward when they're going downhill. That's going to possibly cause a rotation in their hips and then lead to lower back pain or painful feet. And then we have a pelvic floor. And if that pelvic floor isn't functional, yes, men, you have a pelvic floor also. If that pelvic floor is not functional, we will feel disconnected from our lower body and possibly overwork our feet to try to feel stable down below because of the lack of stability. And then every single one of these vertebrae must be in alignment to be functional throughout the body. So if you've got L5 out of alignment, you're asking for trouble, possibly in L5 area, possibly in the hips, possibly all the way down into the feet. If you've got C1 out of alignment, you're definitely in trouble, because that's going to cause misalignments in every single vertebrae all the way down, because this guy attaches right to the bottom of the skull, puts pressure on this spinal column itself. And now everybody's confused as to how to do their job. Psoas, iliacus, everybody talks about how important these muscles are. They are very important, but they're just as important as every other muscle in the body. Okay, that's my belief. Now, if psoas is dysfunctional because of injuries in the past or improper movement or whatever, you're going to ask your feet to possibly work harder than you need them to be. Negative emotions, anxious feelings, embarrassed, rejection, lonely, sadness, self-loathing, all these things can make us feel ungrounded in our bodies. And when we're ungrounded, we might actually be flexing those toes to try to find our connection to this lovely planet Earth. And all those negative emotions, it's just stress is a blanket term for all those. So be precise with your negative emotions when you start working with them. I recommend tapping every single day. Release your stress, bring in some good stuff. Bring in the ability to be grounded, present here, now, in this moment. You can walk outside bare feet, but I recommend being present here, now, and in this moment while you're doing it. Of course, in my area, we've had snow on the ground for 3 months, so it's been hard walking around barefoot. But if you notice the ballerina over here, if she's not grounded, if she's not present here in the now in the moment, when she lands that magnificent jump, I apologize, I forget what the name of it is. My daughter could educate me on that. Then bad things can happen to her feet, her ankles, her knees. So we've got to treat our feet with love and respect. We've got to treat ourselves with love and respect. Being ungrounded 24 hours a day, always worried about the what ifs, could be's, maybes, and mights, fears about tomorrow, anxiety about yesterday, everything and anything like that can make us feel ungrounded, which in turn can make us want to use our feet more than we need to be connected to this earth. And then we get into the spiritual and energetic aspect, the chakras, root chakra. We need a functional and healthy root chakra if we are asking ourselves to be grounded. If we're not taking pleasure in our life, our second chakra will be out of alignment. If we're lacking confidence, our third chakra will be out of alignment. Lacking love, communication, insight, connection with our higher self, God, spirit, all of these things, we want to be as balanced as possible. We're still human, so we're going to find imbalance. But the more balanced they are, the less your feet will hurt. And then look at all that connection. That's how all the chakras all talk to each other and are communicating with our outside self. So self-work is very important every single day. Even if you only give yourself 5 minutes, that's still 5 minutes of self-work that will manifest into something greater. Chinese medicine, there's so many people that I've worked with doing this energy release for acupuncture points when their body calls for it, that just makes them heal up wicked crazy fast. It's wonderful. And then look at all the emotions that are related to the meridians themselves. So take care of those emotions and look what you might do for your own acupuncture or meridian work yourself. Cranial bones, old accidents and injuries, old concussions, whiplashes can have a massive effect on the cranial bones, locking them in place, creating disharmony throughout the body, and therefore we're again ungrounded and looking to curl our toes, looking to try to find the earth with our feet, overworking constantly over and over again. Limbic system being stressed out all day long, it's going to overwork the limbic system and your feet might just be, well, tired. So it's not that you have bad feet. It's you want happy feet. You want feet that are functional. You want feet that do the job that you ask them to do. But you've been living. You've had accidents. You've had injuries. You've had stress. Let's start taking care of those things, right? Go to my website, download the tapping protocol from the files or download page. Tapping's very easy. It's very powerful work to help you release stress. Book a one-on-one session with me. Let's get to the root cause of why your feet are dysfunctional for you, not bad feet. We don't want you having to jump out of bed and grabbing your shoes or your orthotics and, okay, I have to walk around on these all day because I need support. Let's get you actually supported and let's get you functional. So I hope that helps you understand your feet better. Okay, there's a lot more to it, but at least better, and start making you think about, okay, how can I improve myself so that my feet are improved for me, so that we can have a fun time and a happy time together. All right, that's the neurodivergent.net. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.